Hello and welcome to Nltv Primetime. This is Nltv. Here are the top stories. Union government signed ceasefire pact with Nikki Sumi-led Kaplang faction of National Socialist Council of Nagaland. Ceasefire for a period of 1 year. Opposition corners nephew Rio government over SDG in text report. Called Rio government indulged in corruption. Says Nagaland will perform even worse under NUG government. Yimchungar Naga tribe changes its name officially to Yimkiong Naga tribe in an official declaration ceremony held at Shamato Town Public Ground. Naga Mothers Association demands probe by a special investigation team into the mysterious death of a young Mizo girl working at Army Hospital at Shukovi, Dimapur. Angami Students Union to organize 21st edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy 2021 under the theme of Goal for Peace in the month of October. Now the news in details. The Union government of Wednesday signed a fresh ceasefire pact with Nikki Sumi-led Kaplang faction of the National Socialist Council of Nagaland in New Delhi, in fulfilling the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi of insurgency-free and prosperous Northeast. The development is seen as a boost to the ongoing Naga peace process, for which the centre is holding peace talk with NSC and IM and a conglomeration of 7 Naga nationalist political groups. The new ceasefire agreement is for a period of 1 year with effect from September 8, 2021. The agreement is subject to adherence to the existing ceasefire ground rules signed by the two sides. The ceasefire agreement was signed by Union Home Ministry's Additional Secretary Piyush Goyal on behalf of the central government, while Nikato Pilot, Simi and Abil Singru Tihor signed for NSCN-K Nikki Group. A BJP and a JDU leader have been arrested by Bhopal police on Tuesday for allegedly raping a 16-year-old from Palwa district, Haryana. The Ashoka Garden police arrested 3 men from Madhya Pradesh's Dindori district for allegedly raping the teenage girl at a hotel in Bhopal's TT Nagar area last month. The arrested trio includes ruling BJP's former Mandal president and present office secretary of Dindori district Manish Nayak, JDU Dindori district president Dinesh Advaya and petrol pump owner Amit Soni. The police also arrested 2 women who pushed the girl into prostitution and a man who allegedly raped her at a hotel in Ashoka Garden area. Additional SP Rajesh Bardoria said that the arrested trio has been booked for rape under IPC section and also under provisions of the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences POCSO Act 2012.
कंप्लेंट था कि लड़की को एक महिला जो है वो आगरा से लाई थी और उसके साथ 2 लोग और थे, तो उनको तत्काल भी अरेस्ट कर लिया था। बच्ची ने स्टेटमेंट में ये बताया कि उसके साथ एक होटल में 3 लोगों ने गलत काम किया है, तो उस होटल के फुटेजेस देखे गए, रजिस्टर्स चेक किए गए और 3 लोगों के बारे में जानकारी मिली। तो ये 3 लोग दिंडोरी में होना पाए गए, तो इनको पुलिस अरेस्ट करके लेके आ चुकी। 376, 366, 363 और पॉक्सो, अभी कोई शेष नहीं है, अब सारे अरेस्ट हो चुके।
Mokokchung gets its new physiotherapy center on the day of World Physiotherapy Day. The center, namely Physio Ki, was inaugurated at Arkung Ward on Wednesday. Owner Dr. Ulam Chungla informed that the clinic would be affordable and provide quality health care services. Adding her treatment would mostly be rehabilitation services and deal with age-related issues. She further informed that the center would be operating its services from Thursday onwards. Furthermore, she said that senior citizens would be given free consultation besides discounted treatment packages for those long-term patients. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma ordered filing of a criminal case over capsizing of the boat plying to Majuli on Thursday. Assam Chief Minister further banned all single-engine private boats from plying to Majuli with immediate effect and announced that the construction of a proposed bridge between Jorhat and Majuli will start from November 2021 and will be completed in 4 years. Furthermore, after visiting the accident site with senior officials, the Chief Minister informed that initial probe indicated mismanagement to be the prime reason for the accident, which occurred on Wednesday evening.
আমাৰ হাতত যি তথ্য এতিয়ালৈকে আহি পৰিছে সেই তথ্য অনুসৰি এই জাহাজখন এই যিখন নাও আছিল নাওত সৰ্বমুঠ 87 গৰাকী আৰু এতিয়া অৱশ্যে নতুন খবৰ মতে 90 গৰাকী বুলি কোৱা হৈছে যে 90 গৰাকী প্যাসেঞ্জাৰ তাতে আছিল ইয়াৰ ভিতৰত এগৰাকী প্যাসেঞ্জাৰ যাক আমি পৰিস্মিতা দাস অধ্যাপিকা আছিল তেখেতৰ মৃত্যু হৈছে আৰু দুজন লোক আমি পোৱা খবৰ মতে এতিয়ালৈকে মিসিং হৈ আছে এজনৰ নাম হ'ল ইন্দ্ৰেশ্বৰ বৰা তেখেত লখিমপুৰৰ আৰু আন এজনৰ নাম হ'ল ডক্টৰ বিক্ৰমজিৎ বৰুৱা তেখেত যোৰহাটৰ আমাৰ হাতত থকা তথ্য মতে আজিৰ মুহূৰ্তত দুজন মিসিং আৰু এজনৰ মৃত্যু হৈছে অৱশ্যে যেহেতু ইয়াত কোনো নাওত উঠোতে নাম বা টিকেট আগত সংগ্ৰহ কৰা নহয় বা নাম লিষ্ট কৰা নহয় গতিকে এই সংখ্যাটো যদি কিবা সলনিও হয় আপোনালোকক আমি জনাম কিন্তু এই মুহূৰ্তলৈকে দুজন বুলিয়ে আমি মিসিং থকা বুলিয়ে ধৰি লৈছো আৰু ইতিমধ্যে এনডিআৰএফ আৰু এছডিআৰএফ টিমে গোটেই নিখা কাম কৰি দুৰ্ঘটনাপতিত নাওখন যিখন সম্পূৰ্ণ উলটা হৈ গৈছিল নদীৰ মাজত তাক কাটি পেলাই নাওখনো পৰীক্ষা কৰা হৈছে নাওখনৰ ভিতৰত প্ৰথমতে মানুহ থকা বুলি সন্দেহ কৰা হৈছিল কিন্তু নাওখন কাটি উলোৱাৰ পিছত তাতে কোনো মানুহ পোৱা যোৱা নাই খালি কেইটামান সামগ্ৰীৰ বেগ পোৱা গৈছে বৰ্তমানলৈকে ঘটনাৰ বিৱৰণী এইখিনিয়ে দুৰ্ঘটনা সম্পৰ্কত ইতিমধ্যে যোৰহাট আৰক্ষীক আমি এটা ক্ৰিমিনেল কেছ ফৌজদাৰী গোচৰ আমি ৰুজু কৰিবৰ কাৰণে কৈছো আৰু আজি আমি নিশ্চয় গধূলিলৈকে আৰু এটা উচ্চপদস্থ তদন্তও আমি ঘোষণা কৰিম যে কি কাৰণে এই দুৰ্ঘটনা সংঘটিত হ'ল ইতিমধ্যে আভ্যন্তৰীণ জল পৰিবহণ বিভাগে ইয়াৰ এক্সিকিউটিভ ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰ এছডিও আৰু জুনিয়ৰ ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰ তিনিজনকে নিলম্বিত কৰিছে আমি যদিও দুৰ্ঘটনাৰ কাৰণ আমি এতিয়ালৈকে উলিয়াব পৰা নাই কিন্তু আমি সকলোৱে দেখিছো যে জাহাজখন আহি পেলাই নাওখনত খুন্দা মাৰিছিল আৰু নাওখনে নিজৰ যাত্ৰা আৰম্ভ কৰাৰ পথত আছিল এই যি আমাৰ নিমাতীঘাট কমলাবাৰী মাজত বা আমাৰ গোটেই অঞ্চলটোত 10খন প্ৰাইভেট ফেৰী বা প্ৰাইভেট নাও চলে কিন্তু এখেতসকলৰ ইঞ্জিনবিলাক সিঙ্গল ইঞ্জিন তেওঁলোকৰ ইঞ্জিনবিলাক মেৰাইন ইঞ্জিন নহয় এটা মেৰাইন ইঞ্জিন লগাওঁতে আমাক প্ৰায় 10 লাখ টকাৰ প্ৰয়োজন হয় আৰু আমি এটা কথা আজি সিদ্ধান্ত লৈছো যে সিঙ্গল ইঞ্জিন আমি আৰু ইয়াতে জাহাজ চলিব নিদিও কিন্তু যাৰ সিঙ্গল ইঞ্জিন আছে তেওঁলোকে যদি ডাবল ইঞ্জিন কৰিব খোজে চৰকাৰে তেওঁলোকক 10 লাখ টকা দিব তাৰ 75% আমি সাবসিডি হিচাপত দিম 25% আমি লোন হিচাপত দিম আৰু তেওঁলোকে যদি প্ৰয়োজন হয় তেওঁলোকে বিচাৰে সিঙ্গল ইঞ্জিনখিনি মেৰাইন ইঞ্জিনলৈকে তেওঁলোকে কনভাৰ্ট কৰিব পাৰিব মাজুলীলৈকে আমি দুখন আৰু নতুনকৈ নিৰ্মাণ হৈ আছে অহা 15 দিনৰ ভিতৰত দুখন ফেৰী আমি আৰু পঠাম মাজুলীলৈকে নিমাতীলৈকে সৰ্বমুঠ 6খন ফেৰী হ'ব প্ৰাইভেট নাওয়ে কিবা কাৰণত মেৰাইন ইঞ্জিন নকৰিলেও আমি জাহাজখিনি দি বা আমাৰ চৰকাৰী জাহাজখিনি দি আমি সেৱা আগবঢ়াব পাৰিম ইয়াতে আমাৰ যিখিনি মানুহে নাওত বা জাহাজত কাম কৰে তেওঁলোকৰ স্বাস্থ্য পৰীক্ষা তেওঁলোকৰ ফিটনেছ এইবিলাকৰ ওপৰত আমি বহুত বেছি গুৰুত্ব দিব লাগিব আৰু তাৰ বিষয়ে আমি SOP এটাও আমি প্ৰকাশ কৰিম। বহু সময়ত এইটো অভিযোগ থাকে যে চৰকাৰী জাহাজ চলোৱাৰ টাইমিংবিলাক ভুল কৰি দিয়া হয় যাতে মানুহে নাওৰ ওপৰতে বেসিক্যালি ৰেসপন্সিবল হ'ব লগা হয়। আমি চৰকাৰী জাহাজ কেইখনৰ টাইমিংও আমি ইয়াতে ঠিক কৰি দিম আৰু নিমাতীৰ ফালৰ পৰা এজন মেজিষ্ট্ৰেটে আৰু কমলাবাৰীৰ পৰা এজন মেজিষ্ট্ৰেটে এই জাহাজখিনি টাইমত গৈছে নে নাই তাৰ বিষয়ে খা খবৰ ৰাখিব। তাৰ জায়গাত ৰোপেক্স চলিব, 4খন চৰকাৰী ফেৰী আছে একেখন চলিব আৰু 2খন ফেৰী কালি আমি গুৱাহাটীৰ পৰা পঠাই দিম। আমাৰ নতুনকৈ বনোৱা হৈছিলে মাজুলীৰ বাবে, আমি 2খন পঠাই দিম। তো সৰ্বমুঠ চৰকাৰী ফেৰী।
In a recent report, Niti Aayog SDG Intex declared Nagaland as worst performing state, and it is the Nagaland government who is to be blamed. In a talk with Nltv, NPPP President Andrew said Nagaland is a corrupted state and Nagaland government is misleading its people. Almost 20 years of governance under Rio, yet no change in the state. Center government is doing its best by providing the best to the state, and the state government needs to work hard. He further emphasized change will not come until Chief Minister Rio change himself. Rio government is the reason behind Nagaland to receive unwanted take from the center. Nagaland government has been cheating the center government for many years. What Nagaland needs is a reformation and revolution. People need to wake up and they should be wise enough to choose an efficient leader in the coming election.
Leader to Letahan exam likhibula as cheating man kure they have been cheating the entire public and then they have not been studying hard and last moment they want to sit for an exam. So exam to bhule to they're going to fail obviously. So we have failed in Niti Aayog because we have been cheating the government, the central government for a very long time. So I would say that we need to wake up in that aspect. Nipirilo government ke ni kubuli munjai thaka tu. Ita ta 18 years hole ase. तो 18 years थे भी अमेरिकन के नागालैंड की उठाव ना पड़े की कारण तय हुई है ज़्यादा तारो सबसे richest and the well developed personality individual लगा सकुलो तो इंडिया तो होल इंडिया ताही एकला था कि बोले सबसे निजो करने भावना निजो करने कुरा निजो करने सबसे नंबर 1 कुछ सकुलो ताही फर्स्ट गोल्ड मेडल पावो लगे थे।
The mysterious deaths of buffaloes at Kanchang village under Pek district shows similar symptoms of hemorrhagic septicemia. This was informed by Directorate of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services. Government of Nagaland Department on 7 September 2021 reached the village and examined the deaths and also collected samples. During the examination of the cases, symptoms of Pasteurella multocida were seen. However, the real cause of deaths would be ascertained after laboratory test. Informed the department has asked the villagers to vigilant and report signs and symptoms and deaths of animals. Villagers have been informed not to touch the carcasses. According to Niti Aayog's SDG Intex, Nagaland received worst performing state. While talking to Nagaland TV, RPP President Joel Naga said it is a shame on the side of Nagaland government to receive such unwanted take of worst performance in Niti Aayog. RPP slams Rio government for corruption and the reason behind corruption is because of no clean election. Further, he stated that opposition party in democracy is to check the functioning of the government. Nagaland government and opposition party coming together to form opposition-less government party is useless in parliamentary democracy. RPP mentioned in 2004, Rio government released Vision 2020 promising its people for better education quality, infrastructure to remove poverty within 15 years. It looks good to read in papers, but in reality, nothing has changed in the state. Niti Aayog has released the report by looking into the index of 15 to 20 years back, which clearly indicates that Nagaland government has done nothing to bring development in the state. Another factor RPP mentioned was lack of proper institutional mechanism. Vision 2030 was released by Nagaland government in August for poverty elevation health scheme for various departments. However, like past 10 to 20 years, nothing is going to change. There are many schemes which are released by the center to state government, and 90% of the schemes are not utilized. The question remains to where this money are going, and will the government implement all the schemes under Vision 2030?
It worst performance state. It tag to unwanted as and it's very shameful. So it worst performance state. It tag part of basically reason to collect as corruption. Oppositionless government which the opposition na thakibo. The opposition na thakishiguli to parliamentary democracy laga purpose defeat hoise. Parliamentary democracy to basically check and balance la kotha ase. To opposition thakishiguli to check and balance thakibo. To opposition na thakishiguli to sob mani milap korigina Nagaland budget to ki korile bal hobo. Sob milina khabo na public ani kam kurubo. Edu decision atam dito. Sob milina khabo koigina ekta decision loine jaishiguli bi mohan ki koru paribo. Impact or bishi biya hobola ase. Kile mane edo niti ayog la intact saishiguli to poverty ase, reducing hunger ase, which is zero hunger, our infrastructure, economy, education, health, sob ase. To itia oppositionless government hoise again mahala tag to or nichi jai jabo. Notice noe itia to worst performance state in.
After spending anxious days, the proposed all-party government Nagaland United Government got the much-awaited NOD from National PJP leadership. NDPP today held a meeting at Chief Minister Rio's residence at Sovima village, Dimapur, and deliberated on how to work out the NUG proposal. During the meeting, Rio enlightened the party with the discussions that took place with Union Home Minister Amit Shah and PJP National President JB Nadda in Delhi. PJP's insistence that the present ministry set up in Nagaland should not be disturbed was also discussed at the meeting. NDPP, PJP, Independence and NPF will soon get together and deliberate on how to work forward with the opposition-less government. The focus of the meeting will be on the rider who is yet to be chosen by Central PJP High Command. The government of Nagaland issued a directive stating that actions will be taken against persons not wearing masks in public places. As per the directive, persons found not wearing masks in public places will be imposed a penalty of ₹200 every time the offence is committed. Even after issuing of such strict directives from state government, people of Nagaland have still not paid any heed and are wayfaring without masks. Nagaland TV reporter Kumridung Nungti went out for a ground report. However, people were camera shy and avoided facing the camera. During the report, many people were seen flouting state government's directive of wearing face masks at public places.
Marketplace te nolebi public jaga de mask na lagai na bira manu bishi dikhibo pare ase eneka homoy de chief secretary pra notice ekta olai dise ki public area de kun manu idu mask na lagai na bira otakan opor de ₹200 per fine lobo una idu janai dise moi se committee nongti with camera person Khalil ami kan nijor jaga kitia sabo marketplace te nolebi public jaga de mask na lagai na bira manu bishi dikhibo pare ase eneka homoy de Chief Secretary pra notice ekta olai dise ki public area de kun manu idu mask na lagai na bira otakan opor de ₹200 per fine lobo una idu janai dise moi se committee nongti with camera person Khalil ami kan nijor jaga kitia sabo market.
The Confederation of Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industry (CNNCI), in a letter addressed to the Chief Secretary of Nagaland, demanded a solution to combat multiple taxation by NBGs and government agencies. The apex body also demanded for immediate implementation of securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of Security Interest Act. The apex body further remanded for reserved representations in civic bodies. While expressing their dismay through a letter, the body stated that taxation by multiple NPGs and government agencies have overburdened the business community. However, the government does not bother to address the issue. The body informed that banks have stopped giving fresh loans or fresh enhancement even on cadastral land, and hence the business community is facing hardships. CNCCI also asked the state government to be a facilitator rather than a stumbling block. CNCCI further appealed for representation in the civic organizations so that the business community is well informed of the decisions taken in respect to business activities. Under the theme of Goal for Peace, the Angami Students' Union will be organizing the 21st edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy 2021 in the month of October. Mahavehli Medoze, the General Secretary of ASU, said the trophy is organized in honor and in remembrance of the two comrades, led Keko Jale Sachu and led Vikozo Yoshu, who were victims to the indiscriminate firings of the armed police from Alichan. When the students' fraternity on March 20, 1986 were on a peaceful duty call of the Naga Students Federation to register Naga's resentment against the state government's decision to the extension of disturbed area belt from 5 km along the Indo-Myanmar border and against the induction of Indian police services cadets into the state of Nagaland. He also added that it would be a challenging factor amidst the pandemic and mentioned that the details of the tournament will be met during the press conference here. We have an interview with our reporter Rabentong Ovong. Let's have a look at it.
Very much. We would like to encourage each and every teams who are interested to play in the NSF Martyrs Trophy, because this is one of the oldest and one of the most reputed, I should say, in the state. This has been going on for till now. This will be our 21st edition, and then we encourage all the teams who are interested. You can participate in this tournament. The tournament will be detailed later in the press conference by the Angami Students' Union.
Yimking Naga tribe held its official declaration ceremony for changing its name from Yimchungur on Wednesday. The ceremony was held at Shamadar Town Public Ground, Yimkung headquarters. According to report, the State Cabinet on July 31, 2021 approved the spelling of Yimchungur to Yimkung. During the declaration ceremony, Eastern Nagaland People's Organization President R. Sapikio Sanctum, convener of 14 tribal hohos of Nagaland, KT Vile, NEC Energy Private Limited, Director Sapu Bhattacharya were present as the guest of honor. Furthermore, the presidents of Angami Public Organization, Chang Kuleu Setsang, Sumi Hoho, Chakesang Public Organization, and representatives from Lota Hoho, Rengma Hoho, United Sanctum Likaham Pumchi, ENPO, leaders from Assam also attended the ceremony. To ensure effective strategy for preparations of Gram Panchayat Development Plan, Nagaland has decided to launch People's Plan campaign from October 2, 2021 to January 31, 2022. In this regard, a meeting of the state-level committee on People's Plan campaign 2021 for reparation of GT GPDP for the year 2022 to 2023 was held on September 7, where Nagaland Chief Secretary J. Alam stated that the idea of the campaign was to come up with a comprehensive plan based on participatory process involving full convergence with schemes of all related line department. It was also known that one-day orientation training for line department nodal officers on People's Plan Campaign 2021 at RD Conference Hall would be held on September 10 at 1 p.m. Fazal Ali College in Mokokchung celebrated its 62nd Foundation Day Cum Awards presentation ceremony at their college auditorium on Wednesday. The Vice Principal of the college, R. Anla Ayer, highlighted the foundation of the college and outlined the struggles and efforts of the college. The HOD of Sociology, Dr. Adangla, also highlighted the initiatives of the former Principal, Kuholi Chishi, in setting up Award of Excellence for the students scoring highest as GPA. Furthermore, various retired faculty sponsored awards and the Memorial Award was given to students under various categories. The Naga Mothers Association demanded a probe by a special investigation team into the mysterious death of a young Mizo girl who was working at the Army Hospital at Shukovi, Dimapur. In their letter addressed to the Governor of Nagaland, the association demanded that a SIT be constituted at earliest to seriously and impartially investigate into this sexual crime against a young Army woman. It also came to light that the victim had no history of drug abuse, contradicting the investigation results and statement of the suspects, and why the police investigation depended on the statement of strong suspects to the death and crime. The letter to the governor also contained asking to seek intervention into this crime of violence against women in the state and to ensure justice for the unfortunate death of the young girl. Reportedly, the 20-year-old Mizo girl went missing on September 1 before her dead body was found in the forest at Shukovi village on September 3. 4 suspects were arrested in connection with the case. A 55-year-old Suresh Kumar Singh, resident of Lotus Boulevard High-Rise Society in Sector 100, Noida, alleged that several security guards of the society assaulted him on Wednesday morning after they allegedly refused to hand over keys to the building's shaft. Complainant Suresh Kumar Singh, in his police complaint, said that the incident happened at around 11 a.m. According to the victim, he needed access to the shaft area as he was installing a broadband connection, so he went to ask for the keys. But the guards refused, saying they needed permission from their superiors. Singh then alleged that the guards then misbehaved and assaulted him. After the incident escalated, the police were informed by the residents and an FIR was registered. Police Commissioner of Gautam Budh Nagar tweeted a video speaking about the incident related to this matter. He said the video clearly showcases that the resident of Lotus Boulevard was threatened by the security guards of the society and said our police forces have immediately taken action on this case. In this, our 8 guards, including the in charge, have been taken into custody. Identification is being done based on the footage.
लेकिन मैंने सुना है क्या सुना है तो आपस में लड़ाई हो गई गार्ड में और रेजिमेंट में क्या किस बात पे लड़ाई हुई थी ये कोई चाबी का मैटर था साफ्ट की चाबी थी उसके ऊपर लड़ाई हुई है गार्ड ने मारने लग क्या बात है क्लियर क्या बात पता चली क्लियर जो हुआ मुझे पता चला मैं मौके पे घटना स्थल पे नहीं था मुझे जो पता चला मैं वो बता रहा हूँ चाबी का मैटर था तो सरकार गार्ड का पहले नोकझोंक हुई है गार्ड को सने झापड़ मारा ठीक है उसके बाद जब सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर पहुंच गए वहाँ पे फिर उनका फिर कुछ हुआ है विवाद उसके बाद मारपीट हुई आपस में जब गार्ड को फिर मारा वहाँ सिक्योरिटी ऑफिसर
शॉफ्ट की चाबी लेने के लिए शॉफ्ट से जहाँ पर कि 17 फ्लोर पे शॉफ्ट के अंदर इंटरनेट कनेक्शन के जॉइंट्स होते हैं वहाँ से चाबी लेने के लिए गार्ड से परमिशन गार्ड के पास जाना था और गार्ड ने चाबी एक दिन दे दी थी, दूसरे दिन चाबी देने से मना कर दी उसने, क्योंकि दूसरे दिन एजेंसी उसके सीनियर से या उसके एजेंसी से उसको परमिशन नहीं मिली। परमिशन के लिए हमने हर तरीका अपनाया, हर कोशिश करी कि परमिशन हमें वहाँ से मिल जाए, लेकिन परमिशन नहीं मिल पाई, उसको नहीं दे पाए। और गार्ड एरेंट था कि वो चाबी नहीं देगा काम करने के लिए, और जबकि ऐसा कोई प्रोसीजर नहीं है। वो चाबी सिर्फ सॉफ्ट की है, खाली सॉफ्ट की है, उसके अंदर कोई वैल्यूएबल नहीं है, कोई ऐसी मशीन नहीं है। एक बॉक्स लगा है जिसमें सबकी केबल लगी है इंटरनेट की। सो वो गार्ड खुद भी आके चाबी दे सकता था या यहाँ आकर के चाबी छोड़ के जाता और चाबी लेके चला जाता, लेकिन एक्चुअली वो करना नहीं चाह रहा था। ये उसका इरेंट बिहेवियर था।
सीसीटीवी फुटेज मैं लोगों को वीडियो में देखेंगे, मैं वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ कि रिकॉर्डिंग करो। सो अगर मैं मार रहा हूँ तो रिकॉर्डिंग क्यों करवाता, और अगर मैंने मारा था किसी को तो वो मेरे को वीडियो प्रोड्यूस करें, उसके एविडेंस प्रोड्यूस करें, मुझे या पुलिस को, किसी को भी करें। यस, देयर इज ए वीडियो जिसमें दिख रहा है कि मेरी गार्ड से बहस हो रही है, और मैं गार्ड को बार बार बोल रहा हूँ कि तुम एफएम ऑफिस मेरे साथ चलो, वहाँ परमिशन लो, यहाँ आओ, चाबी उठाओ और 17 फ्लोर पर मुझे चाबी चल के दो। तुम भी तो टेस्ट लो, 17 फ्लोर से पैदल कैसे आते हैं, 17 फ्लोर पर चढ़ते कैसे हैं। तुम्हें भी तो पता चले ना कि हम 10,000 रुपये महीने मेंटेनेंस देते हैं और उसके बाद 17 फ्लोर चढ़ के जाते हैं। 3 लिफ्ट लगी हुई है, नॉन ऑफ लिफ्ट्स आर वर्किंग। 17 फ्लोर के 30 फ्लोर के बिल्डिंग में एक लिफ्ट चलती है, 40 मिनट की वेटिंग हो जाती है यहाँ पर, और आधा टावर कंस्ट्रक्शन लिंक है। आप समझ सकते हैं लेबर की मूवमेंट कितनी है।
ये जब पुलिस आई यहाँ पे तब मुझे सिक्योरिटी ने बताया गया कि सर यहाँ पे मारपीट हुई है, आप मैटर सीरियस है। तो फिर मैं नहीं गया हूँ वहाँ पे, और जब तक मैं वहाँ पहुँचा तब उसके पहले तो पुलिस जो जिनको चोट लगी है उनको साथ में लेके चली गई, और फिर उनके परिवार।
Kudabi Youth Organization held a special meeting on September 8 to deliberate various agendas which included late-night partying, drugs and alcoholic abuse leading to brawls, public disturbance, littering at Kuda Dansari Bridge. In a press release, KBYO President Koko Vile Savino and Secretary Kevi Chuzo Miyase stated the meeting imposed total ban on misuse of the bridge and adopted a 4-point resolution. KBYO resolved that no person or groups would be allowed to loiter on the Kuda bridge, especially at late nights apart from normal commuting. It stated that anyone caught including in immoral activity, littering or throwing waste disposals on the river would be penalized with monetary fines as per quantum of offence. KBYO informed that it would request the responsible authority to install flood lamps at both ends of the bridge at the earliest. International Literacy Day observed in TNL Study Cafe, Futsiro on Wednesdays. Chief Guest Extra Assistant Commissioner ESC Riku Kutso encouraged and asked the young generations to come together and develop the habit of reading, while he extended his warm greetings to everyone on the occasion of International Literacy Day. Furthermore, the event was jointly organized by Pen Trail Publication House and Terence and Lucy's Study Cafe on the theme Let's Read. Jails across Nagaland are too old that they are in need of government's attention and renovation. Government is doing its best to renovate the existing infrastructures, informed by H. Harying, advisor of jails, printing and stationery. The statement came at a joint coordination meeting of prison department officials at the prison headquarters in Koima, which was attended by officials from 11 jails in the state. Streamlining the department, prison and prisoner reforms and better management were all a part of the discussion. H. Harying acknowledged the services rendered by the police force and lauded them for preventing death of inmates during the pandemic. Officers and staff shared their grievances and suggestions for better management of jails in the state. NDPP Kifre region holds consultative meeting on Wednesday. September 8. In a press release, NDPP Kifre Region General Secretary Atobar informed during the meeting, General Secretary Central Women Organization Irali Murumi encouraged the women folk to take active participation. She reminded them of the 33% women reservation and highlighted on gender equality. The meeting was also attended by CEB in charge Kifre Region Kiritong Seli Mutong, CEB and region officials along with its frontal organizations. A group of 35 evacuees from Afghanistan after completing 14 days of requisite COVID-19 quarantine at the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Center at Chohaula camp in Delhi left the facility on September 9, informed the ITBB spokesperson. According to ITBB, this group was the last batch of evacuees who came from Afghanistan after the Taliban took over the country. They reached the ITBB quarantine facility from the IG Airport, New Delhi on August 26 after being airlifted from Afghanistan. 35 evacuees includes 24 Indians and 11 citizens from Nepal. With the dismissal by scientists for community forests across northeast as often empty forests, a research carried out by the Delhi-based NGO Wildlife Protection Society of India in Tana Mir village under Kifre district proved the latter wrong. Ramya Nair, a researcher with the Wildlife Protection Society of India, has stated that the residents of Tanamir, in collaboration with national organizations to research and protect wildlife in their community forests, have found a host of rare and endangered wildlife in the forest. Working on this project together with the WPSI, Tanamir locals and members of the project team, Jona Yimchungar and Retsuchan Yimchungar, said that they were surprised by the abundance of wildlife and quite thrilled to see that the forest is home to rich biodiversity. It has been brought to light that over 220 bird species and some animals have been documented, and that the locals now feel confident after months of practicing with the help of experts that they may now be able to carry out surveys on their own. And that's all for today in Primetime News. Thanks for watching Nagaland TV and Kuknalim.